Hi there, this is Peter O'Donoghue, and thank you for checking out the video. So the purpose of this is to show you a real-life client's Facebook advertising account. So it's one way of driving traffic. So this has been filtered to show broadband and not post, because there are other sort of non-paid advertising going on in this account. Obviously, I would commercial confidence not showing exactly who the client is, and there will be black bars sort of over here, just kind of taking out our naming convention, if you like, which just would give indications as to some of the things that we're doing. But the key things here are, so with this client in the month of January, so the date set there is 1st of Jan 2020 to the 31st of Jan, and obviously I can change those dates just to show you I'm not kind of pulling into a static image or anything. So for this client, we made 392 broadband sales, an average cost per sale of £13. Purchase conversion value. So this client is working on broadband for a 12-month contract. So the contracted revenue based on that amount of sales for them is 160,000. They spend 5,000 in ad spend, which gives them what we call a ROAS, or a purchase return on ad spend, of 31. A lot of e-commerce businesses run an acceptable ROAS would be 2 to 5. Broadband's slightly different because and phones. So we're also running phone contracts for this client as well, but they sign up for 12 to 18 months, which can give you higher return on ad spend numbers as well. So that's the main thing. So proof of results. So we're currently looking for more clients that we can help do this with. This client has kind of reached their capacity, if you like. They have no desire to scale up much bigger than this. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that are notable here. So we run adverts to different layers of funnels, if you like, so market audience. So this top one here is the cold audience. So this is a straight out offer to a cold audience. And that's bringing in sales of broadband at £15, £16. This one, which is the next biggest one, was hot. So these are typically things like cart abandonment emails, which very often we see clients that we work with aren't running advertising to. It's one of the first things we addressed. We shore up holes in any existing advertising. So that's bringing in sales at £1.71 for sales that generally people would not be recouping. So that's brought them in 25,000 in contract revenue there. And warm. So warm here is actually, the number is decreasing for this client. So warm are people who are reading your blog posts, who like your Facebook page, who have engaged with video content that you're putting out. And the reason that is, we had huge numbers on this when we first started. Mainly through their existing Facebook page likers who they'd never ran advertising to before. But now, obviously, that audience has seen their advertising for a period of time, and the top of the funnel audience needs to be refreshed to allow them to a bigger audience to advertise to what we call a warm audience, which is people who have been exposed to your brand previously. So this system here has brought in 392 sales, but effectively we run different ways. So we've got a 3-step system. So we test, we have phase 2 testing, and then we go into what we call scale. And so within scale, these are the campaigns that are bringing those sales in. And again, this bit here will be blacked out, but what we're bringing in here, so we brought in sales from a number of different audiences. We only have 2 audience live, but there's probably about 10 audiences there. What that means is all of those audiences have already gone through testing phase and proved themselves to generate sales at our acceptable KPIs. However, for the sales numbers that we need, we're really only using 2 of them, and this audience here is about 2 million. This one here is what we call a super lookalike, so we've amalgamated a number of different audiences, essentially that are lookalikes of the client's existing best customers. So that's a couple of million. we're confident with this client alone, if they wanted to, but they don't want to, we could scale this up to easily 2 to 5,000 broadband sales per month, just in the infrastructure that's placed there, and keep these numbers, reasonably consistent as they are. Unfortunately, when you do scale up, sometimes the numbers just do increase a little bit, but pretty much in these type of numbers. And just to kind of show you, so we've only reached with these 140,000 people in the month, and there's a couple of million in these audiences, and Facebook is always seeking to find the best people. So that's really it. I'd love to show you a little bit more insight into our system. If you're running ads yourself, you can take some of that knowledge and apply it into what you're doing. But yeah, so the position that we're in at the moment is we have really nailed and fine-tuned this system, and we have the capacity to take on a couple of other technology clients, and it wouldn't compete with our ethical positioning with this current client. So we're running, this is what I've shown you is broadband, very experienced in running for mobile phones and other technology products as well. Obviously, this is B2C rather than B2B, so it's B2C broadband. So any questions at all? My name is Peter O'Donoghue. The company is Predictable Sales. You should find some information or a way to contact me below. And let's jump on a very quick phone call, see if this could be a fit for your business. And let's speak soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.